Hello and good evening, everyone. This is April Showers, and I am broadcasting live from Joliet, Illinois. I am thankful to have those in the audience to join me tonight on my show. Thank you very much. Hello and welcome, everyone. Hey, Black Girl Beauty, how are you? First of all, I want to put some blessing oil on my computer, the doors, be protected from any outside evil forces that might try to attempt and come into my home. So I've done that, and I want to bless all of my listeners that is that are listening to my show. Okay, you tired, girl? I'm tired. I'm tired too. Um, but this is something that just was mind-boggling to me. I know the Bible said Adam and Eve. So, yeah, my day was great. I'm getting everything prepared. It's going to be the road to my 60 to all of my listeners. I will be kicking off my road to 60 May 21st in Dallas, Texas. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to go to the Naperville Superfest with Kendrick and the Family Soul. The following weekend in June, we'll be going to the Purple Rain experience with my Purpleette girls. And I'm sure as more things come up, more planning by family and friends for me on my road to 60, I'm pretty sure we will be doing something in July, and everything will end up August in Seattle, Washington. I will be going to Seattle with my aunt from Memphis, and we are going to Seattle, Washington, and I'm going to end my 60th birthday there with my two aunts from my paternal side. cousins, second cousins, the Scotts, the April, the Duckworths, and I am just looking so forward to that. God has been good. He has allowed me to be close to 60, and so I am thankful. I am really thankful. Yes, Black Girl Beauty, I can't wait for you because then you can meet some of my high school friends and stuff. So, and the family, um, they are working on a place in Dallas for us to all get together. Today was, well, rather this evening, late night, because I got overwhelmed in another show, but I don't even want to talk about that. All I can say is God bless them all. I stand by a man that I know, and that is not of the things that people said, but I'm just, I'm going by what I know about a person. Oh, I know you're going to be there. I can't wait, March 21st. So, what I wanted to talk about tonight was is Janelle Monae Robinson. She is an American singer, songwriter, rapper, and actress. She is signed to Atlantic Records as well as to her own imprint, the Wonderland Art Society. Monet has received 8 Grammy Awards nominations. Monet won an MTV Video Music Award and the ASCAP Vanguard Award in 2010. Mo, Janelle Monae came out, she did an interview on the Red Table Talk, which is a show with another, hey, Just V. And let me drop this link in case anybody wants to come up here and talk about this. And back to what I was saying before I spoke to Just V. Yes, girl, I done had a couple of fireballs tonight. Had to before I went there. But anyway, Janelle Monae was on the latest edition of Red Table Talk. You know, Red Table Talk got that the hosts are Jada Pinkett Smith, Willow Smith, and Adrian Banfield Norris. Willow Smith is Jada and Will Smith's daughter, and Adrian is Jada Pinkett Smith's mother. And they have a show, the Red Table Talk, where they like to bear all kind of information. So when I talk about them, I didn't ask to hear about none of the stuff that they talking about. So I can say anything I want to and say whatever I want to. I didn't ask to hear about this. Now, Janelle Monae opened up her show about her gender identity and came out as a non binary. Non binary is where you do not identify as a man or a woman. And yes, she did, Just V. She did say that she was pansexual. Hey, let's talk under the tree podcast. But let me remove this comment. With this headline, she says, if I am from God, I am everything. Some non binary people, some identify as transgender, but not all non binary people. Monet says, when I see people, I see their energy first. I don't see like how you identify. And I feel like that opens you up to fall in love with any beautiful spirit, you know? As for why she decided to discuss her gender identity openly now, Monet added, somebody said, if you don't work out the things that you need to work out first before you share it with the world, then you will be working it out with the world. That's what I didn't want to do. Monet says, I know who I am. I've been playing a version of some parts of me, but now I'm owning all of me. And she states she is non binary. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, I just, I feel like I'm lost or something. Black Girl Beauty says these people are going crazy with this gender freedom rhetoric. And yes, they are. So, the Merriam Webster Dictionary, they define non binary as being a person who identifies with or expresses a gender identity that is neither entirely male nor entirely female. I can't. I really can't. The four-time Grammy nominee previously came out as pansexual in April of 2018. So, yes, Just V. In 2018, she did say that she was pansexual. The definition of pansexual is used to describe a person who has the capacity to form enduring physical, romantic, and or emotional attractions to any person regardless of gender identity. So Janelle Monae has books. She's got a collection of science fiction stories titled The Memory Librarian and Other Stories of Dirty Computer. Okay, Just B says, I don't know about non binary, but I only understand gay, bi, or straight. Girl, they got everything out now. I can't keep up with this. Black Girl Beauty says, I respect everyone and their will to be who they want, but it blurs roads, and that's causing us trouble in this world, in my opinion. Yes. Um, I don't know. I'm bothered by all of this stuff. I'm bothered that this is what the world has come to. I'm bothered that I have to look at a 14-year-old kid kissing another kid. It doesn't even matter what the age is. At 14 years old, having your children kiss and put it on social media, in my opinion, is a form of child abuse. I don't think I need to know what a 14-year-old kid is doing. So this is the headliner with the LA Times. Their gender identity journey is what she's calling it. They, them, her, she. He, she. That's what I say. He, she. Yes, Black Girl Beauty. I'm bothered by the fact that a 14-year-old child what Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union did with putting this kid's picture up, who is a boy transgendering to be a girl. They put his picture up on social media. I do not need to know about what a 14-year-old kid is doing, who he's kissing, whether it's a boy or girl. I should be hearing about good grades, are they an athlete, what college they're attending, what community service that they are doing. I mean, some 14-year-olds still have Easter egg hunts. They did this mess on Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday. I personally feel as though Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. I feel as though they should be arrested. I feel as though CPS should be in their business. I do not feel as though a 14-year-old kid can make this type of decision. Just be her and the actress are dating, but this is what they're both saying. Did you want to come on the panel? Again, the Holy Bible says Adam and Eve. I'm going to post the link if anybody would like to come and discuss this topic, because I am bothered by all of this. Kay Judah, would you like to come on the panel and discuss this non-binary stuff, this gender where people don't feel as though now they do not need to identify as a man or woman. They're focusing on the energy. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm around a woman and I'm nice and being helpful, and if she come up and say she done felt some type of energy towards me, and I'm going to say what type of energy, and if she says some type of loving energy, I might clock her, slap her, because they're trying to say now, if they feel this type of energy towards somebody, it could be the same sex or it could be the opposite sex. You know, the energy that they feel, if they feel it can be romantic, that they fall in love with the spirit, they gonna get the spirit from me. They gonna get this Holy Spirit, and I'm gonna try to clock them. So any person, you know, that you're around nowadays, let me tell you something, people. We've got to be careful of the people you're around now. Now, I got my BFF girlfriends from high school. We all just went to another classmate's wedding. I got another girlfriend. Hell, I'm scared. Should I say girlfriend now? I don't want people to think I'm saying as in we're dating. I mean, you can't even say girlfriends anymore. This is crazy to me. This is crazy. But hey, who am I? I'm just a little blogger bringing the information. Parents that are listening, please be aware that there are new terms out here people are using. They're saying non-binary, which means you don't identify with a male or a female. You love their spirit. It doesn't matter if it's a he, she, them, or they. So actually, to me, this is sort of promoting orgies and everything else. Anything goes. Anything goes. So this story made many headlines. Everybody was talking about this. This happened, they talked about it over the weekend. And here she is. Then she went on the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm non-binary, Monae told host Jada Pinkett Smith, Willow Smith, and Adrian Banfield North. So I just don't see myself as a woman or solely, I feel all of my energy. Non-binary people identify as a gender outside of the traditional categories of male and female, and sometimes identify as neither or a mixture of both genders at the same time. Lord have mercy. Then this is the statement. I feel like God is so much bigger than the he or the she, Monae said during their Red Table Talk appearance, adding that if I am from God, I am everything. She says, Monae, she went on to say, I will always stand with women. I will always stand with black women. But I just see everything that I am beyond the binary. See, Monae added that they see people's energy and not how they identify themselves. Hey, she, yeah, we here. She, we here. I'm inviting anybody. Let me put the link if you would like to come in the chat and talk about this. Yes, Janelle Monae is beautiful. It's beautiful, but I ain't ready to be in the room with Janelle Monae because I might have to clock Janelle Monae because I know I got a beautiful personality and I'm going to be nice. And I'll be damn if I'm going to have anybody come tell me they attracted to my energy. I need y'all to pay attention. I'd like to do informative shows. And Black Girl Beauty says they are justifying their behavior to fight off convictions. Hey, she, we here. Black Girl Beauty says Everything goes these days, no boundaries. Well, that's it. Just V says Janelle is gorgeous. Honey, honey, she is very beautiful. I like her style. She wears naturals. I mean, she has a nice style. She's beautiful. I like her style, but be careful how you talk nowadays because some women might pick that up and think that you actually want them. So you have to be careful. Kay Judah says, shaking my damn head. Black Girl Beauty says, God is so big. He clearly made us what he wanted us to be. God is intentional. Kay Judah says, people trying to make God the author of confusion, shaking my head. Hey, my APTV, what's going on? You are a great supporter. I'm a great supporter. You know, I met a lot of people on the Black Podcast Network. And everybody that I met, I've been sharing their shows. They come in my shows. I go to theirs. I thought that's what support is. I have did what I was raised to do, and that is to support my fellow Black podcaster. I'll share their shows. I might not agree with something. It doesn't even matter if I don't agree with them. I am trying to help the new podcasters on YouTube reach 1K. So, everybody, please drop your links in the chat and we can get people. I need you guys to subscribe to their channels so people can reach 1K subscribers. Just V says, you can identify how you like, but if you have a vagina, you need to see a gynecologist for your regular checkups. Let the church say amen. Black Girl Beauty says, Hey Judah 100. If you don't have a vagina, what would you be doing at the gynecologist? Yeah. And a Basalam Plank High TV. Hello. Hello, how are you? Yeah. And he says, respect to the chat and the mods. Yeah, it's crazy. You know, you got a vagina, so you're definitely a woman. But this is something else to cause confusion. Confusion. Something else for people to be freely and to just go around, have sex with whoever they want to have sex with, even though the Holy Bible says Adam and Eve, but something for them to go around and have sex and do whatever they want to and not be held accountable. Like, hey, it's okay, we can have orgies, we can do everything. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are pimping out, making their 14-year-old kid. Hey, B Sparrow, let me put the link in the chat. I know my girl gonna come up here and give me her input on this. We're looking at them pimp their 14-year-old kid out. So nobody, I'm not asking to see a 14-year-old boy who's transitioning to be a girl. I didn't ask to see that on Resurrection Sunday. A 14-year-old kid, regular kids, straight kids, they're ashamed to see they don't want their parents to see them kissing. Now you come out, they got pansexual, non-binary. I can't even keep up with these damn alphabets. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Woo! I can't, I don't know. Let me look out the window, make sure I'm still in the real world. And why are people? Has anybody heard about anybody else coming out talking about they non-binary, they pansexual, they taking pictures of their 14-year-old kids kissing? The boy wants to be a girl, and I believe Bieber, I got to make sure I get it right. I can't keep up with all of this. The boy wants to be a girl, Zayden, and whatever their name is, and then the girl wants to be a boy, and they're kissing. And at 14, the Wades need to be arrested. They need everybody, the Department of Children and Family Services, CPS, needs to be at their house. Can't no 14-year-old child make a decision on their sexuality at the age of 14. And then we got Janelle Monae. She used to be pansexual. Now she's non-binary. I don't know. Seems to me like everybody's sleeping with everybody. They sleeping with men, women, they don't care. Everybody just walking around doing whatever they want to. Can you imagine? We already have some new diseases out. New diseases. Walking around, they talking about your energy. They say your energy for this non-binary, what Janelle Monae is saying, my audience, Janelle Monae is saying it's all based on the energy. The energy. So if somebody feels like I'm giving off good energy, they might be attracted to me. I'd knock the hell out of Janelle Monae or anybody else that come up to me and talk about they like my energy and my non-binary. Well, Just V, I consider you the flower child. Hello, Miss T with the T. Did anybody want to come up on the panel and discuss this? Because I am truly bothered by this stuff. I'm just Hey to Oracle '07 and B Sparrow. Black Girl Beauty says the fact that they have to keep renaming the behavior is a sign something ain't right. You can give all the pretty names you choose. It is what it is. Transgression. Just V says, I can't tell anyone how to feel about their gender. I just know that vaginas need gynecologists. Hell is waiting for the wicked. Many people will be in hell. I just don't want to go. That's from K. Judah. B. Sparrow said, I got one eye open. Girl, you got to. You have to. Honey, I'm telling you, I am so glad I'm older and from the old school, because Lord knows, coming up now, I mean, hey, well, I don't know. I guess back in the 60s, free love, show love. But check this out. I don't think they were talking about all of this stuff that they're talking about now. So basically, the way to get down now, you can, first of all, you're not even a man or a woman. Do you know that some states have passed laws where you don't have to reveal the gender of the child? That the child, when they become of age, they can decide? Do you know that? Oh, you got one eye open trying to stay awake. Yeah. You want to come up to Oracle? B Sparrow is a little sleepy. K. Judah's at work. Oh, I ought to have Black Girl Beauty come up here. She was going on everybody else's panel. But this is just a little short session that I'm doing. I couldn't wait till Friday. This has really bothered me. I can't keep up with all of this stuff. I'm trying to keep up so I can know what's going on, so I can try to be informed and, know what's going on here in the world. Again, the Bible said, the Holy Bible, all virgins said Adam and Eve. Now, everybody, they want, yeah, that's weird. There are some practical reasons that people need to be identified as male or female. What other reason? Yeah, I don't understand it. If you're a man, you're a man. If you're a woman, you're a woman. But people don't want to be identified. But I know one thing. They sure. Hold on, let me add Black Girl Beauty. Hey, Black Girl Beauty, how you doing
Hey,
today?
hey, Miss April, tired.
Girl, I'm upset. It's just too much going on in the world. Too
I
much.
know it's starting to feel weird. It
Now,
really is.
for everybody that voted, that want to say Barack Obama was the world's greatest president, Barack Obama, this was what he did when he was president of the United States of America. And y'all think he was the world's greatest president. And this is what he opened the door to. Now I'm going to mute my mic and let Black Girl Beauty talk.
Well, I really, I mean, I have a feeling about that. Um, but I don't get into it like I've heard you express your opinion about it. I don't know if I feel that strongly against Barack, but I do get your point. And perhaps I didn't look at it the way I see it now when he was president. I didn't look at it in the same way as I do today, because I mean we're starting to see the results of those decisions of that support for that community. And I'm not saying they shouldn't be supported. I just think that we don't have to back it, with a strong backing like that, because I think now everybody, anyone who feels any kind of feelings toward that lifestyle is just coming out. And it's it's more harmful for the kids. Like being a teacher, I see so many kids that are expressing who they are in the same form, and that's what's scary to me. So I don't agree with him, making that type of a decision for our country now. I didn't look at it like that then. And that's all I have to say about that. Where Barack is concerned.
Lord, I was talking and I forgot I had muted my mic. I want everybody to know I have nothing against those people. You are still people. I still love you. I have them in my family. Uh, if that's what you want to do, I just don't want to know about it. Uh, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to go to Google Discovery. I don't want to see a 14-year-old kid that's a boy transitioning to be a girl kissing somebody. And so,
Well, I just don't understand why it's such a big deal that um it's like they're putting a lot of focus on us accepting it with kids. Like, why are y'all targeting kids?
right, that right, right.
That's my concern with it. They're putting a lot of emphasis on kids being able to choose. And why are we even discussing that with kids? Like, not just gay relationships, but any sexual relationships at all. I don't remember us having this kind of of energy um, towards sex related to kids when I was growing up. I just don't remember it.
Girl, I don't even think back in my day parents was even talking about sex to their kids. Now we don't went to, it's okay. It's okay if you like this. We're gonna support you. It's okay. No, it ain't okay. I thought if you lived at somebody's house until the time they are 18, they gotta follow your rules. So you letting the kids run the household now, or they say be supportive of them.
Well, it's not even the kids, it's more the adults bringing the subject up to kids. That's the concern I have. Like, it's like they're pushing it into their minds. That's how I feel about it. It's just way too much. I think it's more of what they see on TV, what they hear in their music, um, them bringing up like for school, for education now, it's brought to their attention that they can choose, pronouns to um, you know, uh, describe how they feel about themselves when they talk about self awareness. Why do we have to talk about that at all? You're a girl, you're a boy. That's important now. And when you're old enough to understand all these wonderful names they call it, then you can choose.
Yeah, we got people trying to change nature, and you guys are right. If you're looking for a suspect, you're going to need to know if they're a man or a woman. Yeah, Barack is a real live mark.
I mean,
Yeah,
how can you talk about but what's getting me, the part that bothers me is that they keep relating it to spirit. They keep justifying it by talking about God and being spiritual. On one hand, you're saying God is almighty and holy, but on another hand, you're saying God was confused about creating two genders. Like God knows what he's doing. If gender didn't matter, we would all be male or female. God is intentional. There's a reason he made male and female.
paid you to say whatever God hate, I hate.
I mean, that's where I'm going, K Judah.
And yes, God do hate wickedness. Yeah.
I mean, it's just too much confusion. They're so confused that they'll change their look. Like you'll see a female that is looking like a male, but still likes men. Like you're confusing it. The confusion is confused. It's crazy.
Like I said, this is what she said. If I am if I am from God, I am everything.
I think that's just rhetoric to justify the transgression. I think that um, we feel conviction when we're wrong or doing something that goes against um, principle, and it doesn't feel good to be convicted. And so we are now just finding ways to justify the behavior.
And then check this out. Kids, they in school, they're not even worried about the plays and school trips and fundraising, after school activities. They're teaching them about gender, who they can have sex with. They don't have to be a boy or girl. Like, really? Where is the curriculum for education at? It don't seem like the focus is on education, but on them not having to identify as a gender. I feel sorry for you parents of today. I'm telling y'all, you know, we gotta watch out. Then you gotta be careful who's coming to the schools. Now you probably need to find out who these teachers are and what they're doing. This is scary.
I guess the better question is, um, Do the parents really care? Because from my position as a teacher, I just don't see that parents really care anymore. They are just looking for babysitters. The school is just a big daycare.
Wow. Now that's sad. But see, again, people, again, I'm going to say it again. All of these laws that have been passed where teachers are able to talk to children about this. These things were voted on. They were put on ballots. So if you don't get your butts up and go vote and find out what's going on in your kids or grandkids' school, this is why these things have been put in place, because these items or amendments, these things were put on ballots and people voted for this. So if this is happening in your child's school, it was voted on.
Well, how many parents know that they are, while they are pushing knowledge about gender, they are taking um, the history of slavery out of schools? How many
Yeah,
parents know
we
that?
talked about this, right? But you don't see anybody going down there protesting at the schools. Because I'm going to tell you, we are still suffering from the effects of slavery, where it has turned into trauma, generations of things that was done in slavery that's been passed on. And you see the trauma. You know, slavery. You saw the slave owner sleeping with the wife, your wife. A lot of men had problems with that. A lot of men, that's why they're abusive. I'm not trying to make excuses, but some of this stuff is generational. It comes from slavery. The light-skinned people got to work in the big house, and the dark-skinned people had to go work in the fields. So that way, all the light-skinned people thought that they were better than the dark-skinned people. Effects of slavery that has turned into trauma, where you got even some kids that say that the parents treated some of the light-skinned kids better than the dark-skinned kids. So there are a lot of effects of slavery that are still going on, but you don't see these so-called leaders, people on school boards, you don't see them protesting or saying we want slavery to still be part of the curriculum.
Right.
I said Black history should have been taught. They were saying, well, what about the other nationalities' history? No, Black history should be made in every classroom. It should be taught, made to be taught. It should be a requirement before any kids graduate, because blacks built this country. We built this country. We were slaves in this country. We built this country. I don't care what nobody else did. You people chose to come over here to this country. We were bought over here as slaves and built this country. You took everything from us, our patents, everything. And so, you know, I can only be concerned about my people. They were slaves. And you don't want people to know that. You want everybody to think it's a kumbaya moment. And it's not.
I mean, but can we really be mad at everyone else when that's an issue, but we would rather fight for the freedom of sexuality? Can we be mad at anyone but ourselves that that's more important?
Well, this is what I'm saying. We won't get out and fight for the right thing. Look at our black president, what he did. Donald Trump, they can say whatever they want to about Donald Trump. Donald Trump passed all kind of executive orders, the same way Barack Obama did. And Barack Obama, but they find the people that's really not all the way 100%. You know, they mixed and all of that. So, because if it would have been a real live black person in that White House, they would have made sure black history was taught. That would have been the first thing for them to know that this White House was built by slaves. And if they take it out the history books, Black Girl Beauty, they won't know about slavery. The only
They
thing they
won't.
don't know is I'm not a male. I'm not a boy. I'm not a girl.
I can be whatever sex I want to be.
I can be whatever
And
sex I want to be.
what's even more scary is that um if they don't know about the history, it can happen again.
Oh, huh. Girl, you hit it right on the tail. And that's why I feel like we're going.
Me too.
We're going back in history. We have taken a step back. We're going to sell our own selves out to these people. We're going along with their agendas.
Well, it's the distractions.
Mhm.
Like all these freedoms they feel like they're getting, like, you know, I can have sex with whoever I want to without being judged or anyone telling me, you know, that there's some rules. I mean, you could hear it like, I'm not trying to take your show to that subject of Nature Boy, but that was part of his rhetoric. Like
Oh, no, we talk about Nature Boy.
the
Girl,
white
I
man
thought
is telling
Nature
us
Boy
how
was
many
a
wives we
devil.
can have. Like we our kids are stuck on being free, being able to do whatever they want to do with no boundaries. And that that scares me more than anything, because that is just a distraction. And while we are feeling like we have made it somewhere and can do what we want to do, there is a group of evil people, regardless of their color, um, with a different agenda to do something way worse than choose who you can have sex with. And we don't even see it.
No, we don't. We don't. Yeah. Now, there was this. Remember that story about that kid, Adam? Uh, the the transgender boy.
I didn't see that.
Well, he didn't tell people that he was a boy. He was pretending to be a girl.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Hold on, let me Google it. Hold on just 1 minute, y'all. Uh, hold on, I'm Googling it. I have to make sure.
I got about 5 more minutes. You know, it's my
Yeah,
bedtime.
I can't think of the kid, but he was the gay kid, and he was killed by the classmates.
Mm.
Cause he was really a boy, but they thought he was a girl,
I think I did see that.
right? And they ended up killing him. Well, he was around them. He would give the kids oral sex and stuff, but they found out that he was a boy, and I mean these kids lost it.
Yeah, I think I did see that movie.
Yeah, but yeah, the show, like I say, um, I like to inform people on my shows of what's going on out here on the world in the world. I will say, I follow the Holy Bible. The Holy Bible say Adam and Eve, and you can go from there. I'm still not gonna hate anything, but I do know uh, something ain't right, and these people are coming up with different letters. 1 minute is pansexual, now it's non-binary. They're gonna have for each letter of the alphabet. These people are going to have a term for sexual freedom.
Right.
And I'll let you give a closing statement, and I'm gonna just end the show.
Okay, well, I'll just close out by saying to anyone who's listening, I love, all people. I don't um judge people for their sexual preference. I respect everyone's free will. However, when people who are experiencing that type of lifestyle say that no sin is greater than another, or that other people are judging them, it is not judgment. We all sin. Like I tell people who are close to me, that live that lifestyle, I understand my sin is sin. And so I don't try to justify it. I ask for forgiveness, and I ask God to help me do better. You cannot justify transgression. And um, even though you don't deserve to be hated, um, or you don't, let me not say, even though you don't deserve to be hated or judged, but you do deserve to be held accountable from love. So that's all I can say.
Yeah, I
Sin
love
is
you all too.
sin. We
I
just need
love
to
you
work
all
on
too.
it.
Yeah,
All sin, we need to work on it. All
yeah,
sin, everything. No sin is greater than another. But you cannot get better if you're not looking at your sin as sin.
right.
And I'll close with that.
Okay, and I want to say for any kids, if you are having some type of issues with this, struggling, because I personally feel like we are making it a big issue. Um, that um, counseling should be seek first. Counseling should be seek first and
And
then
we
go
just
from
need to
there.
teach, and we just need to teach our kids to love themselves, to be okay with who they are,
Yeah.
regardless of their preference. Love who you are.
Love who you are. Love who you are.
And if that's a male, love being a male that prefers whatever you prefer. Why do we have to change who we are to live unique lifestyles? We shouldn't have to rename our sex, or our gender. And that's just what makes sense to me. But thank you for having me on the show, Miss April.
No
Even
problem.
though I didn't want to get on tonight, I had to do it for you. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. And
Have
I
a good
love
night.
all of you kids. Now, also, um, since they are teaching this in schools now, I'm advising parents to please take the time out and get to know your kids and find out what they're thinking because it's everywhere. It's everywhere. So help your children because we don't want your child to be ridiculed or nothing. And I personally feel as though um, children go through stages. They might think something one day, get another age, and
Exactly.
another way. We
Exactly.
have all gone through different stages in our life. So parents, find out what's going on with your school board, find out what's being taught in school because they have decided that they want to put this as a curriculum and just be aware of what's going on, what they are teaching the kids in school now.
And teach your kids yourself. Don't rely on the schools to teach them. You teach your kids what you want them to know and believe. You teach your kids principle, morals, integrity. Um, don't rely on the school to teach. There are a variety of people who are in those positions now or who are educators. So if you teach your kids from home, you don't have to worry about that. Excuse me. You don't have to worry about the beliefs of other people because your kids will have a strong foundation from your home. So teach them boundaries. I mean, just being an educator, there's no boundaries. And there needs to be boundaries in the world. So um, yeah, let's start paying more attention to our kids. And that
We
is
are
all
the
I have.
world.
I
The
gotta
children,
go.
yeah, the children are most important.
They
So
are.
yeah, we
They
gotta
are.
focus on the kids. I want kids. Hey, I'll be turning 60 this year. These kids coming up, I want them to have a good educational background. I don't want them to be worrying about their gender. I want them to be smart doctors, lawyers, and stuff. And it just seems like education is being taken out of the curriculum and they're focused now on gender. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for joining me. I'm April Showers and I'm out. And thank you, Black Girl Beauty.
You're
Peace.
welcome. Good night, everyone.
All right.